Anyway, we are back, back at it again. What's up? Oh, it wasn't live this whole time. Oh, I thought it was live. Anyway, we back. Let me make sure the audio's good first off. Oh, okay, we are back. I was live. I was live, but you guys couldn't hear me, so it is what it is. So we are back. What's going on? We mostly going to be talking about Andre Galvao. A little bit of peeking on the audio there. We mostly going to be talking about Andre Galvao. We might be on Twitch as well. I've been neglecting Twitch. Twitch, you guys know I don't check on you. That's the biggest story. You know, we got a couple people maybe joining us later. CP and some other people. Hey, listen, I just report the news. You guys said you guys blame me for creating drama and starting drama, and I'm trying to educate you people, trying to keep you guys safe. Cause I be saying, hey, don't go over to so and so. Don't watch out for so and so. You guys don't listen to me until somebody else report the news. Train Angry MMA or somebody else report some news. You guys trust them. Now I say some stuff. You don't know who Train Angry MMA is or who some of these other people are, but you trust them more than me, so it's all good. It's all good. You trust these guys. You don't even know what they look like. They might be AI. And you know what? These people can find me. So Galvao can find me. Isaac can find these guys. These people can find me. So I gotta watch my back. You guys safe. Train Angry MMA. Some of these other guys, I'm not blaming them, but they safe. Nobody can find them. Anyway, we'll talk about that in a little bit. Hope you guys doing well. It's Friday. I'm not going to be on here forever. If I could do 2 hours, 1.5 hours, 2 hours, that's it. I'm tired. And that's it. We'll get into it. We're just going to jump around a few different places, a few different sources. I do not have any eyewitnesses, first-hand accounts. My news network hasn't gotten to that point yet where we can. That would be kind of cool. Have the person with the voice changer on there. That might be pretty cool one day. Now I can't tell you what happened there, so you on your own for that one. So we'll get into it. Give me 1 second to get my setup looking right. That ain't what I wanted. But yeah, we'll get into it, man. That's all we're gonna focus on today, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try to cover anything else today. I'm sorry. Where are my saves? Oh, there we go. All right, so let's jump around, man. Again, I don't like reporting this kind of stuff. I like reporting happy news. You motherfucker, you people out there be making all this crazy stuff happen. Ideally, we would continue watching our Daisy Fresh marathon. That's what we would normally be doing, but we can't do that today. So we're just gonna jump around real quickly. Women who fight in UK say our stance has always been one of creating safe space for women, minors, and vulnerable people to train BJJ. Wow. That's awesome. I like that. Who incidentally might be the people who need it most. That's crazy. The people that need jiu-jitsu the most they be the most assaulted, the most victimized. If you didn't know what jiu-jitsu was, you would think it's all meatheads, which it kind of is. But really, jiu-jitsu should be for kids and women, really, and like they said, vulnerable people. But right now, it's used by bullies and predators, really. Therefore, we condemn any form of grooming, harassment, or abuse. There's something nice about the informality of BJJ, but the unregulation and lack of accountability is, Danny Choppa. Where Danny Choppa at? Dorothy Slippers? Hey, it's all good. You were just training at Atos? Okay. all right, Dorothy Slippers. Dorothy Slippers a troll. Where's Danny Choppa at? Because Danny Choppa, calm down, Danny Choppa. Danny Choppa be ready to grab some guns and do something to some people. Calm down, Danny Choppa. There's something nice about the informality of BJJ, but the unregulation and lack of accountability I wonder what they're talking about. Is part of the systemic issue putting young students at risk. Anyone can open a gym, that's true, and teach students. But we are seeing it time and time again, inside and out and outside of BJJ. And what we're seeing is the top. We're seeing it at the very tippity top of it. People taking advantage. I can't even hear myself. People taking advantage of their position of authority to prey on vulnerable people, vulnerable minors. A black belt shows someone's expertise in BJJ, and I would argue it no longer does that. Shout out to Moneyberg. That's it. It doesn't tell you anything about their character or priorities. That's true. The mats should be a safe place for a young athlete to grow and develop their art. When that safety is violated, the entire community suffers. When this happens, how we as a community respond sets the stage for the next generation of athletes. It informs how these young people will move through the world, heard and supported, or dismissed and rejected. We support all the victims of sexual abuse and applaud their strength in coming forward. It's incredibly challenging, risking alienation, gaslighting, and rejection from your community. To parents, young athletes, and vulnerable people, trust your gut, verify your space. Is there a safeguarding policy available? Usually not. It gonna implode? Hey, now I'm not celebrating. I fight some people from Atos, so I'm not celebrating too hard. But yeah, it does make me sad. Atos is one of the best teams out there, and one person's I don't want to say failure. One person's action shouldn't apply to everybody else. I'm sure there's a lot of good people at Atos, and I just don't want us attacking the whole team. I don't want to see nobody implode. Now, if it takes out some of my competitors, I'm gonna celebrate a little bit. But on the flip side, I am a little sad to see this situation happen time and time again, and it happens at the big schools, the medium-sized schools, and the biggest schools. So, it's an important lesson for us. Unfortunately, we have to keep learning. It's not one person. I plead the fifth. I don't know. See, he got more information than me. Andre, don't come after me. I didn't say that. That dude said. I be reading what you guys say, and then Andre Galval going to come after me, putting eyes on me. I don't even train Atos. I don't know what's going on over there. Don't come after me, Atos people. Now, he said it's more than one, so we're going to wait on that. Don't come after me yet. There were reports of people attempting to actively minimize behaviors. Oh, we did hear that. Now, I'm always on the side of the victims over here. We're not going to defend. I ain't defending Mr. Galval, family members, and so on. And say that it was normal behavior. Well, I'm not going to say, there is some cultural differences, South America, Brazil, and America. There is some cultural differences, but listen, you in America, you got to abide by American rules. The Brazilians got different sayings, which I can't say on here. I'm going to have to plead the fifth on the sayings that I've heard from Brazilians, but some of those sayings make you worried. Some of the Brazilian sayings, like, wait a second, I think that doesn't quite sound right. Yeah, the agent can, yeah. They do things differently in Brazil, but listen, when you're in America, American citizen, American business owner, we go by American rules, so you can't go by the Brazilian rules. I ain't saying no. Free speech. But listen, free speech ain't going to help me when I go to these tournaments and they try to jump me. Are you going to be helping me? No, you're going to be relaxing on your couch. When I go to these tournaments, there's nobody in the live stream around me to help me out. I got to fight these Brazilians by myself. Yeah, free speech, cool. And when the Brazilians gang up on me when I walk to my car, and they pulled a knife on me. Oh, it gonna get real. He said, yeah, get out of here. Get out of here. So I will push the boundary, but listen, I still got to protect myself. You're going to see me on the news. Local Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt stabbed. You want to see me stabbed? I asked my coach about Atos HQ a few days ago for my child a few days ago. because he knows them very well, and he said fifth. Yeah, so when people plead the fifth, you better open your eyes. Keep your eyes open. When you hear I plead the fifth, you keep your eyes open for your own safety. Okay, keep your eyes open for your own safety over there. I need a little bit of light on me. Can you guys see me? My eyesight's not the best. Uncle Alec needs some glasses. He said, just say whatever you want to say. I'm like, wait a second. Have me out here looking crazy, getting jumped. You guys want to see me get jumped that bad? Why you guys want to see me get jumped? Give me 1 second. I need some light on me. I don't know how to work this. Okay, I give up. Betcha we won't see Andre on the sidelines at Pans this year. Oh, well, he was at Euros, but the story already broke. Can you believe Andre has a BJ Fanatic DVD called Rockin' the Baby? Uh-oh. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hey, listen, I ain't defending none of these guys. I can barely handle myself. I ain't defending these people. Now, you guys made these people millionaires. How about you guys make me a millionaire? Is there a safeguarding officer? No. Are there coaches safeguarding check? Probably not. I have talked to we've had let me see if I can find the binder real fast. Give me 1 second. I can't find it, but I took a course. Oh, here it is. I took a course on this. It's like the Stewards of Children, Adults Protecting Children from Sexual Abuse. I took a course on this, and I did a podcast, like a live podcast. Podcast got no views, but it was about how to shout out to Kim, Miss Kim. She gave this to me. I'll link the video maybe. But it's all about the signs of how to spot childhood abuse, bystander intervention. Yeah, I took this whole course, and then I did a whole hour podcast with Miss Kim. And it's all about how to identify, these situations, and that's inappropriate. Does BJ have safe sport? Now, I believe black belts, hey Mush, I believe black belts don't have to take the safe sport, but it is an option if you want to get your certification. But if you're a competitor, you don't need to have that. So I did all this stuff, and I did a whole podcast. Nobody listened to that. So it's just how it is in sport. I can't help people. I try my best to help. Hey, CP. But this stuff continues to happen. Encourage your children to speak up if a coach or teammate ever makes them feel weird or uncomfortable. Okay, we're just reading this a little bit. Observe, be wary of coaches who seek private communication. You should not be privately communicating with your students that are underage, obviously. With minors outside of official gym channels, or offer special private attention away from others. One big rule when you're teaching kids, there's always need to be 2 adults around, you and one other adult, preferably not another coach, because, these coaches be the number one offenders. CP, Detective CP is letting us know where Sarah Galval is. Now, somebody go ask Sarah Galval, but don't tell her I sent you. She's going to protect her daddy, of course. Boundaries. No adult in a position of power should be crossing physical or emotional boundaries under the guise of mentorship. Yeah. Mentorship. Mentors stay mentors. It is in the responsibility of other coaches and mature students to be watchful, and parents as well, and address inappropriate behavior. Everyone is accountable. Ignoring what's in front of you makes you complicit. The only issue is when it's the top person. When it's the person paying signing your paychecks. When it's the person. What gets the Brazilians, because they're usually on a visa. You're here on a visa, you go special athlete visa of Sarah and Angelica. Okay. Hey, if you got the balls to ask them, go ahead. I can't do that. Have Galval over here roid raging on me. What was I about to say? I forgot what I was about to. See, you distracted me, bro. See, Detective CP, you a detective over there, bro. What was I going to say? I was about to say these guys, instructors are the main culprits. Something. See, messed me up. DK7M, you messed me up, bro. I had a good thought going. She been posting on IG. Yeah, she been eating chocolate. Now, when you go to Zurich, you got to eat some chocolate. That's what I did too. I plead the fifth on that. I was eating a lot of chocolate there. CP can confirm. What was I going to say? Watchful and address inappropriate behavior. Everyone. Oh, all these athletes, all these world champions, they're on these visas or these work visas. So if the top guy is in charge, if you rat him out, he take your citizenship, your visa, your work visa, your ability to make money in America. They're not gonna say that nothing really if they can help it. So, that's mostly for the Brazilians that are new to the country. As for the other athletes, what do the Brazilians say? I ain't saying it. No, I don't want to say it. I plead the fifth. Thank you, Belia, for coming up without that saying. But yeah, that's why a lot of guys thank you. That's why a lot of guys won't say anything. The money's all tied up into the gym. Their ability to stay in the country and work in the country is tied to the gym, tied to Galvao. Nah, I'm pleading the fifth. Are there local standardized safeguarding certifications? In the UK, we have DBS certificate that could help vet our gym coaches. We don't have that over here. We need to have systems in place to safeguard vulnerable people. What these look like is up to us. Comment below. Okay. Has Murasaki said anything? Now, I don't think Murasaki, he low key. So all he probably going to do is just change gyms. He probably not going to say nothing. None of these guys are going to say anything. Because Andre got dirt on them. Everyone knows. Yeah, but they're not going to say nothing. They all got dirt. They all got dirt on them. So, now, they can't do nothing to me except jump me. So we're reading that. We're just jumping around today, honestly. We usually have more stuff to cover, but we're just talking about Gabao. Oh. Train Angry got some stuff up too. Is he at Kingsway? Well, I don't know. Andy's loyal, yeah. His girlfriend is involved. Oh, Jesus. He's with Gordon. Out of the fire and into the frying pan, I would say. So Train Angry gonna jump on stuff. Again, you guys have never seen Train Angry. He's safe. Now me, I'm not safe. They can try to jump me or worse. Go ahead and try. Train Angry says you can't outrun the truth. A couple people in there. What is this all about? Please inform. Someone says, I thought steroids. Really, Gabao? Sexual assault? Even though his wife is a coach at their gym? This is divorce shot. $1 million question. Why isn't anyone gone to the police? That's what we always say. They might must. You never know. I've been threatened before. I've been threatened a couple times. Nah, they won't mess with much. They might try to mess with me though. We'll see. Craig gonna have a little fun with Galvao. Oh no. Maybe I think Craig got his hands full already. You call me a pussy? All right. Yeah, we're gonna see you. Bye. See, I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to be positive. I got this man calling me a pussy. I'm too over this. See you, buddy. You guys see what I got to put up with? Well, see ya. What were we saying? Craig gonna have a field day? Maybe. We'll see. I think Craig busy. CP, Detective CP. Someone says, waiting for the J-Rod files to drop. I thought steroids, not the steroids. Well, I don't know. I don't know what these guys are doing, bro. All these people crazy. And we over here, what we doing? We trying to raise money for the master's program and some other charities. That's all we trying to do. And we might make some jokes every now and again. You can't take any more jokes about this stuff. Yeah. It is tough. It is tough. Like I said, we're not going to be on too long today. We're just reading what they were posting. Trap BJJ, you guys know him, Adam Bradley. He trained at Atos for a long time. Train Angry's making light of this. Well, he just using all this for clout and for views and numbers. Again, he's safe. He can go home and chill on the couch. Nobody's gonna get upset. People see me, or some of you guys on here. They be going to people in real life asking them about this stuff. It's not the first or last time people in real life will talk to us about this stuff. And sometimes it's funny. Moneyberg is funny, but some of these other situations we don't know what'll happen. CP says Daz was thinking about going to Sarah's seminar. But she wasn't paying 150 Swiss dollars. I don't know what Swiss francs. How much is that? And having to adhere to the weird Atos rules. What white geese only or something? UFC BJJ predictions before you go. I'm not even. When is it? I don't really support UFC, so I'm probably not going to watch it. I'm really not going to bet against Jalen if he's on that card, or Mikey, really. All the top teams are going to be empty at this rate. Well, I hope that helps me, unfortunately. I don't want to see anybody get hurt or assaulted or anything. But these are grown people that are doing this to minors, but I can't control that. I try to educate people, and people jump on here calling me a pussy. I'm spending my Friday night going over this crap. People calling me a pussy. She made that decision well before the news came out. Oh, well, that's why you married her, CP. You got a good one. Hold on to her. It's rough out in these streets. It's cold in these streets. Where the snow at? Where the snow at? Where the snow at for Mush? Grown ass man with no sense, ruining lives over roided out libidos. He got a wife. He got a wife he can go home and take all that roid rage out on. Now, Angelica Galvao. Hey, listen, Angelica Galvao. Sorry. Angelica Galvao, she fine. She fine. Do we need to pull up Angelica? Let's pull her up real fast. For educational purposes, CP. Yasmin cannot deny. Hey, if I had me and Angelica Galvao, I'll be good. I'll be a good boy. What impact do you think that stuff would have? I don't know. CP. How would I know? I tell people to stay natural. Nobody want to listen to me. You looking rough, buddy. Me? I'm not sick. Thanks. My man just called me ugly. Thank you. She is bad as Mush might never leave once he visits. Yes, true. Mush going on that world tour soon. Is that Angelica? Oh. Hey, listen, Angelica. Hey, Angelica. Now she's strong. She a strong lady now. I'm not opposed to a strong girl. Where are you at, Angelica? Oh, whoa, Angelica. Angelica, hey, how you doing? Yo, if I had that wouldn't be streaming. I wouldn't be talking to you guys. I would be busy doing stuff, going to Target and stuff. Mush ain't leaving. Mush. If you let Mush go anywhere near some snow, he ain't leaving. Now, Angelica Galvao, look at them kissing all up on each other. Bro, you should have just stayed in your marriage, bro. You that's all you needed. You didn't need nothing else. That's your ride or die right there, man. Now they're a Brazilian relationship, so it's a little bit different for Brazilians. I would have been set though. Hey, she got a high libido. Yasmin listening. Yasmin listening. Yasmin. I'm right though. Okay, we're safe. We're safe for now. Yo, Angelica, and she just care about her daughter, bro. Listen, you don't need to mess around when you got that at home. I would have been good, bro. I would have been set, bro. All right, not to make light of anything. So again, Adam Bradley trained at Atos. Fun note. Let me stop. How about this? Let me plead the fifth again. The deeper I get, the deeper I've gone into this sport. Oh, gee, where was my brain at? Pause on me. The deeper I've gone into this sport, the more I've been disappointed by my childhood heroes. Growing up has meant realizing I have to be my own hero. That's true. You don't need to follow these grown men. These grown men, you want to follow people like Gordon and some of these other guys. You should know not to look up to these guys. As soon as you met them and been around them for a little bit, you know not to be like them. You could be better than these guys easily. That means protecting my integrity, standing on my values, staying disciplined enough to use my position to help others, not exploit them for personal gain. Too many people we idolize lose their way, falling to power. I can't read. Falling to power, greed, and desire. And aren't those some sins? And forgetting what earned them that respect in the first place. No matter how much success I find, I promise to keep my head on straight. Everybody says that, Adam. Mr. Bradley. Everybody says that. Wasn't Anakin a good guy? Or somewhat good? Everybody says that. But things can happen in substances and bad decisions. You keep your eyes on everybody, really. Keep your eyes on me. Knock on wood, I don't get in trouble. Detective CPO keep me on the up and up, and Detective Mush and Detective LO Snap. No matter how much success I find, I promise to keep my head on straight. I hope I never disappoint those who look up to me. I can't change the sport or its culture alone, but I can at least be a patch of light, a place of safety people can trust, someone they can believe in. That's more important to me than a world title. Again, you don't need a world title to be a good person. He says, if anyone needs a place to train while they're figuring out their next steps in San Diego, the arena is offering 60 days free to anyone displaced right now. So, San Diego is kind of not the biggest place, right? There's so many gyms in San Diego. Keenan's down there, Atos, Dean Lister's down there. All these guys are down there. He put himself over. Hey, all these guys everybody trying to put themselves up. I mean, you could say the same thing about me. I'm making a video about it, which will get some views. That's true. So a little bit of that is true. I'm putting myself up a little bit by even covering this, but I'd rather cover this than just, sweep it over. I'm different. Thank you, Mush. I got my chest out now. Mush said I'm different. You're a reporter? Okay, yeah, I am a little. Outlet News Network. There we go. Was Keenan under Atos? He left Atos, Mr. CP. 2018, 19. He offered 60 days free. Yeah. Now, if he should not have put that part up there. He probably could have avoided that and had that conversation in private or in person. So he probably could have taken that part out. That would be my. I did like the post though much. I like the post, but he probably take that part out of it. 30 days free. much ain't good. Nobody. 60 days free. All right, 30. Then he'd be good. Yeah, I would have left that all out. Hey, if you need a place, if you're displaced, come train with us. We'll work out the details in person. There you go. I mean, a lot of those guys going to go to different gyms. And some of them going to go back to AOJ. Some of them going to go to Keenan. Some of them going to go wherever else. Going to be training with Andres. So, someone says, "Thank you for being one of the few men to support instead of question." So, for my class that I took, predators don't have a gender. So, it's overwhelmingly men in this space, but it could be women too. So again, don't make any generalizations. It can be anybody. Anybody can be inappropriate. Look at these teachers. Look at all these teachers that get in trouble. It's usually women now, right? Who be getting in trouble with these kids in the school? Well, sometimes men too, but there've been a lot of women. So keep your eyes out. Watch your kids. Now that don't mean coach your kids during class, but watch your kids. Keep tabs on your kids. Traumatized? Come take a trial class. I promise we won't hurt you. We won't assault you. What's wrong with this sport? That's why I do judo now. Mush, we need an idea for a T-shirt for some merch. What can we come up with that's not related to this? Obviously, Danny Choppa, we need you to stay calm. We got some predators afoot. Danny Choppa would be ready to take one of these guys out. Of course, Train Angry, posted something. Yeah, I can't play that song. Uh-oh. Why'd you do that, Train Angry? Train Angry. That's too much. See, you're going to piss Danny Choppa off. He definitely going to piss Danny Choppa off. You already heard I'm numbed to it at this point. I had my own rant. Okay. Did you rant? You ranted the other day, didn't you? Danny Choppa be ranting. He needs some feet. Somebody give Danny Choppa some feet. He needs some feet to calm him down. You want some snow feet? Here you go, Danny Choppa. There you go. Calm you down. Gotta calm Danny Choppa. Danny Choppa be ready to crash out if we don't calm him down with some feet. Calm down, Danny Choppa. Someone says, who should check into the guy who runs? Wait. CP says, I don't know enough about it, but maybe a school like ARMA will be a model for future schools since there is a good balance between male and female instructors. That's true. We are suffering from, at least here in America, we have a lack of female instructors. The only girl I can think of, I know only about a handful of female instructors, really. You got Baron Bozo. They all in New Jersey, too. Or Pennsylvania. Hillary with inverted gear. What's the girl? Something Care Bear? Rolling Bear Jiu-Jitsu. What is that girl? Lydia? Is that her name? I know a lot of female instructors in Jersey. And I guess California and New York. But in Georgia, I can't name too many. Texas. Who you got in Texas? Is Alina a coach? Danny, I don't think they have I guess she might be a coach over there. Yeah, we don't have that many. Everywhere else, outside of the East Coast and West Coast. He says, I don't remember it in here, but I probably did. Danny Choppa. Danny Choppa need to go to Houston, bro. We need to get Danny Choppa to Houston quick. Someone says, you should check into the guy who runs/owns Level 5 and works for ADCC. Heard he's got quite the checkered past. Uh-oh, Jesus, don't let me go down that wormhole. Detective CP or someone else want to research that for me? Several allegations that never made the light of day before the underground forum was scrubbed. It was out there. Now Shumo, I don't know who that is, allows him to run the brackets of Mo Schmo. Yo, Mo Schmo Mo. Schmo. Now Schmo allows him to run the brackets at ADCC and be around kids every weekend. As someone who's used to share the 4+1, the 5 grappling page with him, this man using a lot of keywords over here. I can't tell you how many moms, photographers, and other women he would creep on. Accusations came from several young women in San Diego who used to train at his gym. Okay, let's focus on one guy at a time. CP said he about to go. Just go to sleep, CP. CP tired. It about 1 o'clock over there, right, CP? There's nothing over here, bro. Says I've been on Fight Sports page for a couple of years now, blasting them, especially Cyborg, who helped Marcelo Goncalves, I never say that man's name right, leave the country after essaying a minor. Remember that guy? Well, Pepperidge Farms remembers him, and Alec News Network remembers him. We got nothing but predators in this sport. That's why I do judo. I don't think Train Angry had any more. There was some other stuff I was going to go over, but we're just focusing on this. Well, Craig, we thought Craig got arrested, but he didn't. Merch is the way.
I'm going to train fucking jiu-jitsu. It's a reminder not to drink and drive, you fucking bloody idiots.
So Craig, we need what's our version of this T-shirt, Mush? We need to come up with some ideas to raise some money. What kind of shirt would you guys like? You like that one? Should I put what it means on there too? What should I? we need to design that one. I do like that. We gotta come up with a design for that one. Okay, I'm writing that down, Mush. I got my notepad. You guys know I'll be taking notes. Mush says we should do an NIL shirt. Now CP don't know what NIL stand for. Let me sketch something and I'll send it to LO Snap to design, and maybe we'll have a T-shirt for us. He says a bunch of people in this sport just want to be John DuPont. Yeah, that's true. We got too many rich people that want to be John DuPont. And the issue is we got billionaires in this sport that trying to be John DuPont too. I think that, let me see what Train Angry is that all they had on there? There's a lot of stuff I usually would cover, but we just don't have the time today. I'm too tired, bro. Let me just zoom through it here. Who is that? Nicole J. Matthew? Who is that? Wait, who is this? Someone says, when I said at the end of 2026 I would be retiring from competing like I had been and taking on a bigger leadership role, this is why. Another team and more foul accusations that are seemingly true. Let's be so real. That makes 3 teams that are associated with some nefarious stuff. Would that be Atos, B Team, Simple Man, and Kingsway? Okay, those are the 3 top teams. That's all we got. Avoid the snow. Okay. Ooh, CP says we should do. I'm putting your names by your. Avoid the snow. No, they don't want to avoid the snow. They want to play in the snow, CP. That's a good idea, though. Okay, we got the NIL T-shirt and Avoid the Snow T-shirt. So we got to come up with something. They trying to play. I'm trying to keep them out of the snow, but they playing in the snow. Mush said he's shoveling snow right now. Mush said he's shoveling some snow right now. Do we have a shovel on the thing? I don't have the same emojis you guys got. I don't have a shovel. All I got is snow. Somebody post a shovel and snow for me on there. 3, let's be real, that makes 3 teams that are associated with some nefarious stuff. It's hard to fathom that so many are willing to look the other way when we know this kind of stuff they've been doing behind closed doors. I'm trying not to curse right now. Morals and ethics aren't real if you pick them only when it's convenient. Who wrote that? I can't click on it. It says Nicole J. Matthew. Who is that? Oh, wait, let me see the poster. Let's see if there was anything else. It's hard to fathom that so many are willing to look the other way when we know this kind of stuff they've been doing behind closed doors. Morals and ethics aren't real if you pick them only when it's convenient. Jiu-jitsu for far too long has been led by toxic and corrupt men. Hallelujah. That is true. Woo! This is my why. We need strong, powerful female leadership. Wait a second. We need strong, powerful female leadership in this sport that makes champions. A safe space for everyone. So again, I want to tell you, predators and abusers don't have a gender. Don't have a gender, okay? I don't want to get into that. I'm not saying gender politics, but I'm saying a predator, assaulter, harassment can come from any angle. All right, CP, get some sleep, brother. Thank you, sir. You need some snow in there. The parrot. Ooh, Bush, that's a good one. We might need to do that one. Put the parrot t-shirt. That might be good. We might actually raise some money. Not. That's a good one, Mush. You might be our creative director, Mush. I'm promoting Mush to creative director from now on. Mush is our creative director now. That's a good one, Mush. That's a good one, Mush. Mush, you talented, man. Say, Andre, I hear you like I'm young. Oh, dang. Okay, that's too much. That's Craig. Craig can push that angle. Craig can do all that. But Craig got more money than me, so he got bodyguards. My bodyguards are Mush and LL Snap. That's all I got. I'm in good hands, but that actually is not too bad. Put Andre Galvao with the let me stop it. I'm trying to stay positive. I don't know who that is. We're gonna see who put that in there. It says, are you shocked? No.
Being accused of sexual misconduct. Another day, another famous black belt instructor being accused of sexual misconduct with their minor students. I don't know about you guys, but I am absolutely fucking sick and disgusted of this shit. I'm so tired of it. These people, they get into a position where they get their black belt, they become an instructor, and they become so distorted with reality. They think they can just do whatever the fuck they want. They think they're fucking kings. If you are a black belt and if you are an instructor at an academy with a lot of students, it is your job to be more morally upstanding than the average person, and instead you are absolutely taking advantage of your position. And I just work with these kids every day, and I look at these kids. How can you take advantage of these kids like this? It is absolutely fucking disgusting. So many of you jiu-jitsu guys preach about Jesus Christ and looking up to Jesus Christ for when you go compete. But then when it comes to the day-to-day stuff, you don't give a fuck about Jesus.
My man said you bring up Jesus Christ. Sorry, I'm smacking. I know you guys hate the ASMR. I'd be hungry. I haven't had any food. I'd be starving and they're like, why are you eating on the stream? I'm like, bro, I haven't had, that's all I got. Some orange and some water. That guy sound like Danny Choppa. He upset. He ready to crash out too. I don't blame these people. I'm tired too, bro. I'm tired of all these predators. So no says, the deeper I've gone into the sport, the more I've been disappointed. Okay, we read that already. Mojitsu says, what you tolerate matters. Uh-oh. We gotta look at that in a little bit too. Okay. Uh-oh, some more people? Oh, Jesus. There's a lot of people coming out of here. So we'll see what they're talking about real quickly. Where my things go? Nicole J. Matthew, who is that? Method Jiu-Jitsu. Oh, I know Method. She's out of, let me not out her, but she's out of Jersey. Jersey got a lot of female coaches in Jersey. Shout out to New Jersey. You know, that's where I'd be part of the year. Alrighty. Mojitsu, where is she from? ADCC vet and ADCC trials winner. Oh, I know her. I know of her. She says more terrible accusations. Oh, I'll zoom in for you guys. More terrible accusations coming out about another big competitive gym this morning had me feeling some type of way. Just a reminder, we don't tolerate any inappropriate behavior from teammates or coaches at Tabs. I guess that's the name of her gym. State sanctioning of the sport would help with this. And what would come with the state sanctioning? All that stuff they were saying, like the safeguarding and stuff. Because say someone you know outside of authorities, who else can? Nobody can really. Like nobody. Okay, well, now say this thing with Andre. Okay, the authorities are doing their thing, but there's no punishment. Like like in wrestling, they'll give you a slap on the wrist with Carter Storace and Kyle Snyder, but they can kind of suspend you. So IBJF never going to suspend Galvao. They never going to suspend him. So he can still go to tournaments and sign up and compete and coach. Now he might not want to do that, but there is no his athletes can still compete. There's no sanctioning from IBJJF. So there's really no. I mean, look, Cyborg got he failed USADA and now he registered for Miami Open next weekend. This ain't no real sport, bro. This ain't no real. There was no consequences or repercussions because you get hit by USADA competing at IBJJF. You just go do ADCC and you do who's number one. And you do whatever other tournament you want to do. There ain't no unification. So I vote that we put Mush in charge of the sport of jiu-jitsu. even though Mush does judo now. We need you, Mush. Come back. No inappropriate behavior from teammates or coaches. If you are ever made to feel uncomfortable by an interaction you have with a person at the gym, please bring it to our attention. What if it's the coach though? That's the issue. When it's the leader of the gym, who do you go to? So I think what Mush is saying with the state sanctioning, hey, I'm going to report this to the state sanctioner or the body, governing body. So IBJF is a private organization, so there's no way they could do all this. It needs to become a sanctioned sport. Okay, so then there will be people, but then IBJF wouldn't be in charge anymore, and I guess so. We say I wanted to compete, I would register for under my state, and then I could kind of see that, yeah, like a real sport. And all right, IBJF, you can't use all that money no more. I just paid him $167, so take all the funding, not the funding, but all the membership pricing got to go down because, like boxing. Oh, and then have testing. Ooh, that would be pretty interesting. But then wouldn't IBJF had to cover insurance and stuff too now? So then they have to provide insurance, possibly medical for at least the duration of the tournament, and then you probably had to get paid, right, or something like that, or there were more safeguards. Oh, really? You gotta tell us more about that, Mush, because obviously I do jiu-jitsu, not a real sport. But I guess there would be testing. So before you compete, you would have to test, basic tests, basic medical stuff, right? Which that sounds great. We need that. The refereeing, you had to get a license. Oh wow, what all did you have to do, Mush? Well, Mush types that out. We'll read some more. Jesus, come on. If you're ever made to feel uncomfortable by an interaction you have with a person at the gym, please bring it to our attention, even if you're unsure if it's a big deal. A lot of times these interactions don't start with something drastic. People will push slowly to see what others will put up with. Unfortunately, there are a lot of us that have stories where boundaries have been crossed, some worse than others, in such a close contact sport. That's unacceptable. I care deeply for our team, and I promise we will always do our best to make our gym a safe place for everyone. As the gym grows, we especially need our team keeping their eyes and ears open for anything that would affect our culture and environment. My heart hurts for the victims in these situations, and there's way too many of them. It makes me sick to my stomach. I think we need, because right now there's nothing you can do with IBJJF. We need a way to report these kind of things. What is that word? Where you can't, where they won't get, where they will protect your, what's the word I'm looking for, people? There's got to be a way to report it so you can, without giving up your identification, giving out your information. What is that word? Somebody give it to me. I can't even think. But we need some systems like that where you can, like, hey, I'm gonna report this guy, and then they have some type of investigation. I've never seen IBJJF investigate anybody or anything. These ain't no real businesses. And anonymity. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Patrick. Yeah, you need some anonymous tip line or something, or some way to. I've never seen IBJJF go. They don't go, and they're not gonna punish Gaval. They're not gonna punish Fight Sports. They're not gonna punish Kingsway. They're not gonna punish Simple Man. They're not gonna punish nobody. It varies by state. Some you gotta get blood work. Others you get baseline physical, vision, and blood pressure tests. Yeah, I mean that's better than nothing. We don't have nothing right now. All you gotta do now is pay money. Other sports require extensive ref testing. Oh, we need that. We don't know what these refs come out of nowhere. These refs be coming out of nowhere and screwing you over. And you pay good money to compete, and they screwing you over. I paid $200 to $300. You gonna screw me over like that? Anonymous, yeah. Thank you, sir. Also, in other sports, there are lifetime bans and require court hearings when shit goes left. Yeah, we need all that. Bush is right. We need some state sanctioning. The only issue is IBJF would lose a lot of power. They can still run their tournament, but they not only do they control the tournament, but they got the refereeing, they got everything. There's no balance of power. They control everything. They make rules. You got no say in the rules. You don't know where your money goes towards. Your membership goes toward. What do you get from your IBJJF membership? You get zero. You get nothing. You get the honor of registering your turn for the tournament. So yeah, we've been getting fleeced for too long. Another person, I'm not gonna bring her name up. She says, I never really thought of myself as a leader. I certainly never thought I would be opening a gym. However, the longer I am in this sport and the more I experience, the more I start to consider what true leadership means. Have you noticed is a lot of girls speaking out? How much is IBJF? $30 to $40 a year or so. Yeah, but what gets you is the tournament. The tournament be one set, 130, 160, 180, 200, 300. If you want to do gi and no-gi, good luck. Good luck to your bank account. If you sign up for gi and no-gi, good luck. Good luck. And for black belts, you have to have points. You have to have ranking points. So you got to compete more. She says, it's not about being the best, having a big name, or being admired. It's not about the number of followers. It's about setting an example worth following. It's about leading from the front in every aspect of your life. It's about doing it when it's hard and when no one is watching. And it's about accountability to yourself and to others. It's really not about you at all. I think that the best leaders are servants. That ain't most jiu-jitsu coaches. Mush says, all I'll say is this. Every time this happens, people get mad and make posts that center themselves. And yeah, they got guys over here promoting their school. 60 days free? I ain't never heard of 60 days free. Next thing you're going to hear is 90 days free. Jesus. Not to make light of anything, but Mush is right. People forget about this. Now, me and Mush remember all this stuff. And they be vilifying us for remembering and bringing this stuff up. Every time this happens, people get mad and make posts that center themselves, but no action to change the material. Also, I'm a judo. Mush, come back, Mush. Mush, come back and save us, Mush. Mush, come back over here and save us. We need you. Mush said, screw you guys. I'm going home. Mush, don't do us like that. You better come back over here. Mush. Every time Mush think he want to come back, he like, all right, I'm going back to judo. Mush. Yo, Mush wild, bro. Mush wild. Mush wild. LL Snap. LL Snap, we need your help designing some t-shirts. I'll send you the ideas. Can you come up with the design for us? I'll send it to you maybe later. We got to raise some money, so I'm thinking the t-shirt. Now, I don't have a good idea. Craig Jones be jumping on all the good ideas. He be jumping on. As soon as somebody mess up, he got the t-shirt ready. He probably got an Andre Galvao t-shirt. We need a t-shirt for our live stream to raise some funds. Make a rash guard. Well, most of these people don't train LL Snap. They not going to wear a rash guard. Charge more. Well, I ain't got the Moneyberg. Moneyberg, people be buying money. You guys made Moneyberg rich buying his rash guard. You guys help Moneyberg make more money. Come on, people. We can't even get a super chat over here. We try to. These people don't even train. Let's make a t-shirt first. Let's make a t-shirt first. They did wear tap out though. They didn't wear no tap out rash guard. I never saw a tap out rash guard. I saw everything but a tap out rash guard. I saw every t-shirt and hat. These people, all the people wearing tap out they never trained either. Did you ever meet somebody, unless they were sponsored by Tap Out, they never, I ain't never seen nobody that trained wear Tap Out. It was always tough guys that weren't really tough. They wanted to look tough. They had the Tap Out beanie on. Get out of here. You don't train. Back in the day, you're like, you train, bro? You train, bro? They didn't train, bro. They never trained. Yeah, I watch UFC. I do UFC. Oh, where you do UFC at? Mr. the Tooth? Yeah, where you do UFC at? Yeah, in the basement. In the basement? Get out of here. Danny Chopper says, I wore Tap Out before I look at Danny Chopper. Danny Chopper. Danny Chopper, I can see it too. Danny Chopper, wow. Mush said it was for posers too. Yeah, I haven't used the word poser since the 2000s. Mush. I haven't heard the word poser since the 2000s. And then LL Snap will come up here calling people jabroni. How you call people jabroni? And LL Snap didn't even know what it meant. He just using it. Get out of here, LL Snap. He called people jabronis, didn't know what it meant. Dave Chopper said his mom made him wear it. Affliction shirts. Now I had some Affliction or something. What were the other brands? Dan Hardy. The thing is, people will give that to you too. Oh, you train here. Here's the Dan Hardy. I got so many Dan Hardy and Affliction t-shirts back in the 2000s. And right around 2008, 2007, 2008, that's all we had back in the days. And the sparkly embroidered jeans with the big patches, the big pants on patches, pockets. All the grandparents used to wear it. It was another shirt for me. Nah, bro. If you wore that, you had to train. You train UFC, bro. Bad Boy, Shot to the Box. He sounds like the Rocket 99. Do you smell? Bro, we all everybody's watching wrestling back in those days though. Was that the Attitude Era? Yeah, I was never the biggest wrestling fan, but I would watch it. One of my friends would watch it, so I would watch it with them. Affliction shirt and Ed Hardy jeans, yeah. Yes, sir. And I'm not sure what kind of shoes we were wearing back then. But yeah, we wore that. Everything too tight. Everything was too tight back in those days. LO Snap shirts were too tight back then. You think Mush had the pocket chain? Mush might have been a little alternative. I can see Mush being a little alternative. But everybody was back in those days. Everybody listened to a little bit of rock and roll back in those days. We listened to what was on the radio. LO Snap did. I know LO Snap's shirt was too small. I can already picture it now. What is the girl saying? She said, all right, I'm tired, bro. I ain't going to be on too long. Okay, the girls are speaking out. The girl, she might be Danny Choppa's type right there. That might be Danny Choppa's type. I'm sorry, Danny Choppa. Let me stop. I'm sorry, Danny Choppa. Let me stop myself. Oh, bro. Danny Choppa says, I had the pocket chain wallet and a Slipknot Sonic one. Okay. And ain't being the autism allegations. Nope. Let me send the picture. You was in Odd Future? Odd Future? What was that? Odd Future. Danny Choppa. There's a little delay, so I'll be already in the future. By the time you guys watching me, I'm already in the future by a couple seconds. Odd Future, what is that? That sounds familiar. Your boy had the skateboard. I had the skateboard and the Jinko jeans and stuff like that. I had to. People. You listening to like rock music, alternative music. It was the 90s and 2000s. Oh, Tyler the Creator. Okay. I remember him. Remember when he had the TV show? Before he was a rapper, he had like the TV show. Wasn't that? Or was he a rapper before the TV show? I remember he had a TV show. Yo, LO Snap. LO Snap looking like I used to wear the Aeropostale too. I used to wear that too. And the shirt too small. We all were wearing shirts too small. Oh, he's rapper first. I remember he had a show though. The Jellies. What show did I watch? Loiter Squad. Yeah, Loiter Squad. I remember that. That's what I remember watching. Yeah. Look at LO Snap, bro. LO Snap used to be lean, bro. All right, Danny Choppa say you never let me stop. We got the girls speaking up, so that's good. Let me see if I can find Dan Lucart. Dan Lucart, my homie over there, he in SoCal too. He spoke up about this. I don't know if you guys can see that. Women and kid only gyms the only way. Again, I don't want you guys in jiu-jitsu and martial arts. It does seem to be a lot of men predators, but again, predators can come in any shape or form. Okay, everybody. That's what I learned in my class. See, I be learning stuff too. Dan Lucart said major team landscape is about to change. It looks like if any nomads need a temporary home, come on by and train with us until you figure things out. See, that he didn't hit you with the 30 days free, 60 days free, 90 days free. He said just come train until you figure it out. We'll get you plugged into some good training and the proper strength and conditioning stuff. I have a 13-year history with no team politics. Doors are open. See, that's what you need to post. Rosie, who's? Oh, shoot. Someone posted this, says, hi, Rose here. I remove Atos from my bio. Who's Rosie Rolls? I don't know who this is. I remove Atos from my bio, remove my promotion post, and cancel my membership today. Jesus. Now, you know that membership about $300, $350. Yeah, I think about $350 a month. I have only trained there once in the last 2 weeks as this information has been coming out. I am not able to say more at this time, but I am standing with the girls and and am supporting them You need to put the am in there. You're standing with the girls and supporting them and sharing more when they're ready. This is deeply troubling and sad time for us. All my energy is currently dedicated to making safe spaces for the girls and women. I will make a public statement as soon as I am able to. Who's Rosie Rose? I don't know who that is. Rose Miller? Rosie Miller. Who is that? Not to victim. Don't attack anybody. I just want to see who she is. Put faces to names. Although, much for GM of BJJ need a vote. Yeah. Well, he's part of the creative department over here at Alec News Network. I'm not sure what kind of role you want. Is this the girl? This girl? Oh. She got 125. That girl? Oh, shoot. Oh, that girl. She's a YouTuber, influencer girl. All right, that might be Danny Chopper's type. Danny Chopper? Where you at, Danny Chopper? You had the mains. Ellis, you want me to show them the picture, Ellis Snap? What you want me to do? I'm looking at it. Yeah, Ellis Snap was skinny back then. I could pick up Ellis Snap back then. Now I might hurt my back now. He called me. I said, how you feel about this door? Nah, you gotta have a creative role. He said door security. Show him. Okay. Ella Snap said to show you the picture. Anyway, this girl, she said she took out the Atos out of her bio and everything, and her promotion pic. Yeah, don't say Atos on there. Oh, she had Legion. Ella Snap said he wants you to see him back in his I don't want to say Playboy day. Commissioner of BJJ. Can I move this? Thing won't move. Yeah. All right, got LL Snap over there. Can you guys see Mr. LL Snap? I can't see. Oh, there he is right there. Look at LL Snap with the muscles out. Commissioner of BJJ? Is that what you want to be? Or that's what he should be? That's LL Snap over there with the muscles out. Now, I think I could take LL Snap back then. Yeah, I used to rock the Aeropostale too. Aeropostale, how you want to say it. Now, I didn't really wear Abercrombie and Finch? Abercrombie and Finch? Well, how do I say it? I don't even remember. I forgot how to say the name. American Eagle. You guys remember Hot Topic? I know Mush was at Hot Topic. Mush, did you ever shop at Hot Topic? Danny Topper, you know Danny Top was at Hot Topic. Come on now. You know Danny Top was at Hot Topic. Much. He said, yes, sir. Much right there. Yo, back in the day, Hot Topic, bro, and have a little hacky sack. Does anybody remember hacky sack back in the day? I used to play the hacky sack but we would play it with the jeans, the long jeans on, the Jinko jeans with the hacky sack. Remember those days with the skateboarding shoes, the DCs, bro. Those were good days back then. My man was trying to get the goth girlies. Look at Mush. Mush was alternative. You know, back in the day, we got our clothes at the mall. Aeropostale, I say differently. Abercrombie and Finch, American Eagle, Hot Topic. Where else did we shop at? And you know, the girls would go to what were the brands the girls were wearing? Baby Fat and all that stuff. And before that, before all that, we were wearing FUBU, Sean John. Remember we used to wear Sean John? Before we knew what Diddy was all about, we used to wear the Sean John. Echo Unlimited. I still see some Echo. What else was out there? FUBU was big. What else did we wear back then? Yeah. Some others. LRG. I don't know if that might have been up north though. Did we not? We had some other brands too. Alrighty. Dan Lucar said, "Come train with him." Somebody else had another post too. Rosie says she not wearing no more Atos. It's crazy out here, man. We're just jumping around, really. Sean Roberts says Jiu-Jitsu news looks pretty dark. Where you been, Sean Roberts? It's always been dark over here. Most news is pretty dark. Someone says, "What did I miss?" Oh, geez, that was a lot of text. I can't read all that. JD Shelley, ain't JD Shelley from Texas? LL Snap, where you at? Ain't he from Texas? JD Shelley, that sounds familiar. Somebody said, "Oh, that's Pezzadella right there." Can't somebody give me the cliff notes? And they referencing the Reddit posts. Someone says, "I guess we are a little overdue for once in a decade sexual abuse scandal." It's every year now, really. Atos falling apart. That's the dirty little secret. It's always dark. People just make excuses for POS black belts. Annie Murasaki training at Kingsway, probably just in the Austin area, there for training. Someone says, "We have to start separating things here." Says, "I really don't care about any kind of news. I'm there to train. I don't care." This affects you though. You can't ignore all this stuff. In recent weeks, posts have circulated in several Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu related forums in which some users allege that Andre Galvão, this sounds like a bot, may have engaged in inappropriate conduct involving juveniles at his Atos Academy. These posts also claim that certain students and high-level competitors may be distancing themselves from the team. However, it's important to note the following. These claims remain unverified and do not originate from established or reputable news organizations. Now, one day we're going to be a reputable news organization, but we're not at that point yet. As of this time, there are no, that's AI bot. There's no known reports from law enforcement authorities, nor public legal filings. Multiple participants in these discussions have emphasized the need for credible evidence and have stated that no concrete or independent verifiable proof has been presented. These people want all the proof in the world. I've been talking to some people I know who train at Atos. I won't say their names, but they have confirmed to me what is happening is far worse than anything we've seen. Someone says, "Close up, scum. Close his shop down and bankrupt his ass." Okay, well, a little serious there. What's the backstory? Someone says, "I feel like this is literally the worst era for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu." This stuff's been happening for a long time now. It's been happening for a long time. Now, it's just, we got social media now. Before, they could sweep it under the rug. Danny Choppa's looking for the golf girls too. Dang, Danny Choppa. What happened in Atos? We're reading it right now, sir. This is literally the worst era for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu of all time. Every year staple and pillar of what the martial art was about has been completely erased. The amount of shitty people and fucked up people, they are doing it now. I can't read that. Says, "Imagine being that famous and having that kind of wealth, and you still have to go after kids." Galvão. These dirtbags are making our industry look bad. Nah, well, it's already too late. Nobody's surprised that Andre Galvão molested a young girl. Well, let me not say that. Allegedly. Jorge said, "What happened?" I'm just reading comments over here. All this is alleged. Don't sue me. I'm reading people's comments. He also accepted a Swedish black belt. Oh. You know what? I think I know who that person is. Let me not read that person's name. A Swedish black belt. That name sounds familiar. That might be the coach of somebody I knew. to seek refuge at his academy in San Diego when he was being chased by authorities and people in Sweden. Oh. Nobody accepted the Swedish black belt but Andre. Uh-oh. I might know who that is. This sport. We cooked everybody. Let's go ahead and go to judo. We might need a shirt for that. Judo shirt, t-shirt idea. We just need to switch on over to judo. What happened? That's exactly what Jorge was asking me. Says, look to what's going on with Andre Galvao. There you go. This is awful. What happened? What is going on? That's always the case. You know, I don't want to say we're cutting edge, but we're usually ahead of most people. Most people don't know what's going on. I'm a judoka. Ooh, I like Mush. You head of creative. You're our creative director, Mush. I'm promoting Mush to creative director. I like that idea. That's on brand, and it's a good one for It's a good one for our live stream. I think that fits our brand really well. I thought Andre Galvao was a man of God. Listen, men of God do a lot of stuff. He might be Catholic, so he can just wash his sins away. Ain't that how it works? Father, I have sinned. I'm sorry, for my Catholics. I'm sorry if a little too rough with that one. What was that? Don't read that. Some of this stuff has made it to BJJ Fanatics. Is that it? Oh, BJJ Everything. Someone says, I coach kids and teens, and I never roll or work with anyone under 18 except for my son. Avoid hugs and avoid direct communication on social media. That's a good, that sounds smart. What have you stumbled onto? Look at the thumbnail. He already confessed to the priest. The priest already washed his sins away. Someone says, I'm going to play devil's advocate here. Which Galvao are we talking about? Because there's 3,000 of them. Says a child molester in BJJ? Who could have guessed? How does this even happen? As a parent, you're literally watching your kid every second of class. Well, you know, teenagers, they usually have a device, cell phone such as this. Said coach might message the athlete. Now, I'm not saying that's wrong. You know, your coach can message you or coach message the parent. You know, hey, be at the gym for the training at this time, or you know. And sometimes those kids be, you know, some of the kids be helping with the classes and stuff like that. Now, it always need to be appropriate conversation. Now, when it goes into that inappropriate zone, that's when the parents need to step in. And somebody's messaging me. Oh, I don't know what that is. I know a gym that doesn't allow parents to watch their own kids train. Now, that is kind of weird. I wouldn't send the kid there. Now, if there is a barrier or maybe a waiting room or something where the parents can look in through a glass or over a divider, that's okay. That's perfect. You don't need the parents right there on the kid, but they should be able to observe their kid, though. That is true. They should be able to observe their kids. Says child molestation is why most of us got into BJJ. Uh-oh. Why does this keep happening? I don't know. No affiliation to any of them. The one I trained... Oh, gee, where'd it go? I lost it. The one I trained MMA with, one of the instructors is now in jail for molesting a child. And once I visited a BJJ club out of state in California, and the main instructor was so disgustingly aggressive and couldn't take no for an answer. I literally ran out the gym. This is a female, and drove off. Someone says, this is going to be a hard no for me. I don't believe this. I've known Andre for years and don't see this in his heart at all. Seems like a bunch of gossip and lies. If there's any proof, then let it come to light. Otherwise, this is sowing discord. So these cases, it's hard. You know, people want hard proof, but in these cases, where you have that power dynamic. You know, there's a large power dynamic. Look, I love Andre. He's a hero. You guys hero worship. So in these cases, the kids, the people that were victims, they seldom want to come out because they're going to get blamed. They're going to be attacked. They're going to be harassed. So that's why people usually don't speak out. And the other athletes usually won't speak out because, hey, that's my source of income. That's how I get to stay in the country. So a lot of people are relying on Andre and Atos, and they built their name and their career. Do they want to see their name and career tarnished? No. So that's why they're quiet. Usually. Where's the proof? Everybody wants proof. People want to see video footage of what did he do? Well, he didn't, J-Rod, they be defending J-Rod, Goonrod, they be defending everybody. Now, say I get in trouble, lock him away, throw away the key. They can't wait to see me go. Or watch Mush or something. They can't wait to see me or Mush mess up. That's a different argument though. It says Rose Miller and Rafael Guedes also left Atos over this. Rose Miller was the influencer girl, and Rafael Guedes is she was one of the better athletes. I believe she was doing MMA anyway, but that might have been the catalyst for her moving. That's not what I want to click on. Come on. This was also posted to BJJ Fanatics, which, most of us are on BJJ Fanatics. Gaval's on there, half of Atos on there. I'm on there. They don't have Mush on there, though. We need Mush on there. If I sound terrible, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about it, man. The BJJ community is getting gross. Hope it's not true. But Andy did post at Kingsway. I wouldn't pay attention to an anonymous person sharing anonymous Reddit posts. Says this happens in many youth sports, including soccer and gymnastics, and do background checks. More youth sports try to do background checks, but their tech, but there's no background checks done in private gyms. Okay, yeah, most gyms do background checks, please. The thing is, it's the coach. Who's doing a background check on the coach? Nobody. The parents need to. Says Tinfoil Hat says this is all rumors started by Legion to gain members since they lost almost everyone after Andres left. Now I know they didn't lose everybody when Andres left. We're just reading comments right now. San Diego area gyms are offering free temporary memberships to Atos members. Andre needs to at least put out a statement at this time. They're probably waiting for it to blow over. No, they literally have to leave. They got to leave the gym. Well, you better take your kid with you. Nah, don't leave. Hey, listen, don't do that. Don't leave your kid at that gym. Says the bigger the gym and recognized, the more you will hear about these accusations that could and might be true. Unfortunately, this happens at any level gym, schools, etc. It shouldn't be a surprise that it's going on. It is up to the people in the gym that have morals to take a stand. Everyone needs to then think to themselves, what if this was my kid, and have that mindset? Again, these people, I don't know. And not everybody not the same, bro. Some people will step up. Some people not going to step up. Some people just going to leave, keep it quiet. Now, I'm not sure what I think. I hope I would speak out if I saw this stuff. That's my hope and my wish. And a lot of this is education. So when we talk about safe sport training, it's just an online course, but they teach you what to do in some of these situations. Who do you contact? Okay, I see some inappropriate behavior. Okay, let me talk to the coach. Let me talk to the parents. They're not doing anything. Where's my training packet? Training packet said, well, I need to go to the authorities. Training packet said, go to the authorities. Training packet said, all right. Yeah. It says report sexual abuse to police or the Child Protective Services and be clear and specific. Tell them the child's name and where the child lives. Tell what the child said to you. Tell what signs you've seen in the child. Tell what behaviors you've observed in the alleged offender. Tell what access the alleged offender has to the child. Tell where you are, where the child is, and where the offender is, if known. So education, we need more education. Now, most people in the sport of jiu-jitsu ain't got no education. They done dropped out of school. They don't know how to read or write. All they can do is berimbolo. Now, I don't know how you help these people. I don't know how to help these people. I make a video on this, people calling me names. Today, people calling me names on here. Yeah, I didn't do nothing. I didn't hurt nobody. Knock on wood, I don't hurt nobody. I'm reading what happened over here. People attacking me. On Reddit, I think I got about 30 minutes, guys. I'm about to tap out. I'm tired. On Reddit, it says, what's going on at Atos? Here, some weird things going on at Atos. And notice that Andy Murasaki training at Kingsway. Wanted some clarity. Says, I don't know WTF is going on. And all these threads seem to be lacking any information about what's happening. You know, Atos got their protectors on Reddit too. Crime is bad. Crimes against minors are even worse. But Reddit is also leery of brigading, given the history with the Boston Marathon. Don't bring that in. That was over. How many years ago was that? The only concrete thing I've seen so far is people leaving. That seems pretty concrete to me. You see all these people leaving? Don't you think that's something serious? Anyone know what Andre did? Victims' names should be left out if they haven't publicly volunteered their accounting of it. I think more information will come out when affected people are ready to talk. From the BJJ drama sub, the major shift there have only happened in the last few days. Very sad for all the victims. We'll jump over there in a minute. All that Jesus stuff didn't end up amounting to much. People be taking the God and Jesus and Buddha and whoever, Krishna, whoever they be worshiping. They be taking people's name. They be doing the worst crimes. It says par for the course for these Jesus freaks. It seems to be a common tactic for creepy predators to hide behind Jesus. Now, if Andre was smart, he would do what I'm about to say, not my friend. He would do what Kyle Snyder did and post a Bible quote and leave it at that. That cleanse all your sins away. When you post a Bible quote on your Instagram, there you go. Sins cleared. That's that you are blessed. No more issues after you post that Bible quote. Not to make fun of any of his stuff. If I let myself get down every time somebody mess up in jiu-jitsu, we wouldn't have no live stream. I'm not gonna let myself get down. I'm sad for the victims, but I'm not gonna let myself get down for these people. Pretty easy to commit some heinous crimes if you think you've already been forgiven for everything you'll ever do, and eternal salvation awaits. You don't get an indefinite hall pass. Yes, true. Unfortunately, there are a number of Bible-thumping types that use this aspect as a means of grooming. You can't trust people who are overly religious? Oh, uh-oh. There might be some weight to that. Bro, WTF, just seems like cases of child abuse in the last 10 years globally have skyrocketed. What's going on? It's being exposed more and more. Social media. What is it with BJJ specifically that makes these things happen over and over? Concentrated power dynamics. Pretty strict hierarchical I can't speak obviously. Arrangements, idol worship, misleading extrapolation of mastery in one domain to overall wisdom, and cult of personality. Cult of personality. That's a good song. Groupthink and a lot of classics. Groomers like positions of power, not specifically martial arts or BJJ, but they do like martial arts and BJJ. This happens at all martial arts schools. Nothing about BJJ specifically. Not just martial arts, but everywhere adults work with kids, sadly. That is true. Atos Baymount just had their 2 owners, husband and wife, leave last month out of nowhere. Andre's doing well. He's doing as well. I don't know what that means. I've seen history repeat itself. I used to live in Barcelona, and I joined the Atos Academy there, led by his brother, Gustavo Gaval. Shout out to Gustavo Gaval. Before any bad stuff I read appears, I want to say a couple years ago, I was competing. I forget where. Where was I competing? Hey, Yellow Snap. I was competing, and I had a rip in my rash guard. So you can't have a rip in your rash guard. So they gave you about 5 minutes, 7 minutes. Okay, go find a new rash guard. I go to the barrier, saw a dude wearing Atos rash guard. I said, "Hey, bro, can I wear your rash guard? Are you done competing? Can I borrow your rash guard?" He let me borrow his rash guard. In that video, I'll find that video for you, but it's on YouTube. So I had to wear Atos rash guard because my rash guard had a tear in it. So that person I borrowed the rash guard from was Gustavo Gaval. So maybe we'll look at that. Now, I don't know if they're going to mess up the story. I don't know what the story is going to look like in a bit, but so he says he was at Gustavo Gaval's, Barcelona, Spain, trusting in the Atos name as a team and expected high-level jiu-jitsu and good training, a good team environment. The first months were okay, and I liked the academy until I started hearing rumors of Gustavo grooming and behaving inappropriately. Oh no, Gustavo, no! Well, he was nice to me that day, but make us some rash guard. Let me send you my ideas. What you trying to do? Ellis Snap might put jabroni on us. He gonna make us wear I'm a jabroni rash guard. Come on, Ellis Snap. I'm a jabroni. Have me wearing I'm a jabroni rash guard. Okay. I don't want to read that. Oh no. Well, that don't sound good. Alec News. Yeah. Oh, that might be good. But must you gotta give Mush something good to wear though. He can't wear Alec News Network. Okay, we're not talking about his brother. I'm gonna skip that. Chris Hansen of BJJ. Oh. Craig Jones to Chris Hansen of BJJ. We already got a Max Hansen. Someone says, can't we go 6 months without child molestation scandal? Where it turns out that tons of people knew and didn't care. People in this sport, I never knew people were so bad till I started doing this sport. I thought people were good till I started doing jiu-jitsu. Says, I don't tell people to put their kids in BJJ anymore. Honestly questioning if I want to do this anymore. It's starting to look like it's not outliers, it's the norm. It's an issue everywhere there's kids programs, BJJ or outside of it. Says parents to this day warn their children about Catholic priests. Someone says, yo, that don't sound real. All I know is I'm waiting for Craig Jones to tell me how to feel. That sounds about right. They want Craig busy. Says those of you who want proof, look at their IGs. Murasaki took Atos off his bio. Did he take he took them off their bio? Alec News Network, ANN. Now Mush, if you leave it to Mush, he'll put N, and he'll change the Alec for a different word. The NNN. What do you think that stands for, everybody? N. What that stand for? What you got? What do you think the NNN stand for, everybody? Murasaki took Atos off his profile. No, people be upset, Mush. LO Snap, tell him about He's like, curses, those guys again, those ninjas again. Where the ninja at? Ninja News Network. Jenny Chopper. Look at that. Yo, we might have to change it. Ninja News Network. That might be. We might need to change it from Alec News Network because I don't want it to be about me. That might work out. How do you guys feel about that? How you feel about that, Mush? How you guys feel about Ninja News Network? Don't that kind of fit us a little bit? And now I can wear the little ninja disguise now. Don't that sound cool? I'm kind of for it. And you can do a lot with that Ninja News Network. Here, Alec Balding reporting with the Ninja News Network. We gotta send Mush on a story. This is Timothy Spriggs with the Ninja News Network. Coming to you live. What network are you with again? Yeah, the Ninja News Network. What the? How did you guys get that podcast equipment? Oh man, get these ninjas out of here. Wearing the rash guard and the tie. Dun, 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 dun. This is the Ninja News Network. I like that. We might have to change the name of the station to that. We can play around with that. This meteorologist Tim Spriggs with the weather report. It's snowing. Mushy wild, bro. It's snowing out here. Chief meteorologist Timothy Spriggs over here. You can wear it. You can wear it, Danny Chopper. You could be a part of the Ninja News Network too. Danny Chopper said he half Puerto Rican. You can wear it, bro. Bro, I'm loving it. We might have to vote on that. I think I like that. That because I'm already thinking, oh, these ninjas over here covering the news. Mush is head of creative. He's our creative director. No, bro. You'll do numbers. Okay. You'll pitch in money. Okay. Oh, Mush said he put in. All right. Let me send it over to. I'm not sure where LL Snap. He's not chief. What are you in charge of? LL Snap's design. He's director of design, chief design officer. Let me sketch up something over here. I've been writing some ideas down. Send it to LL Snap to do his magic with. So I'm looking over here. Murasaki does not have Atos in his name. I don't see Atos. Okay. Who else do we know from Atos? Who else? Rafael Guedes. She don't have Atos on there no more. She ain't got Atos. Who else over there? Complaint and report. Amanda Bruce is over there. Danny Chopper said he might slide into her DMs. She still got Atos HQ though. She still got Atos HQ. She also got a BS in psychology. Uh-oh. Now Mush, watch out for that snow, Mush. Dom ain't been at Atos. Is that his girlfriend? You could take her, bro. Or take him. She need to change that then, yeah. Dom ain't got Atos. he got every kind of link though. What about Barbosa? I feel like the Brazilian's gonna stick with them. Well, his gym is named Atos. Fall over another gym. These gyms be falling, bro. What about Liera? Who also Atos? I can't think. He don't have Atos in his. Batista? He don't got Atos in his. What about Kynan? How do you spell Kynan? CY? Shit, I don't know how to spell Kynan. The Brazilians don't pay. Who else over there? Orlando. He still got Atos. Alrighty. Who else got Atos? Ronaldo. The repos. Who getting repos? There were two. Oh, there were two lows. Uh-oh. They ain't been in Atos in a minute, bro. He ain't got Atos on his. They ain't got Atos. I'm trying. Who else at Atos? I think that's it for Atos crew. I don't see nobody else on there. People want proof. I always tell people BJJ has a lot of problems, especially the higher ups, all advocating for steroids, and so many of them are just problematic. I've met numerous parents who took their kids out of BJJ schools because of toxic culture. We're all BJJ is no ego. We protect the kids and are against bullies. Yet Gordon got away with his comments toward Urbov's kids. Oh, what did he say about Urbov's kids? Oh, Kynan? Okay. I can't spell. Send Mush out there with a mic and use Danny as a cameraman. We got Danny Choppa. Well, Danny Choppa is the cameraman. Okay, Mush of the Ninja News Network. Have a little ninja flipping. That'd be a cool logo. We got to figure that out. Snow Patrol. Much, you too talented, bro. Chief meteorologist at the Ninja News Network. That's pretty bad. People asking for Craig Jones to step in. I think Craig is tired. Let Craig have some break time. Someone says I dropped into Atos Guam. Why are you talking about Guam? Someone says I was shocked when I heard their monthly price, $300, which is double what everyone else is charging. Is this why AOJ removed themselves from any association with Atos? I think they removed themselves before any of this happened. Is a blizzard coming? That's all much ever going to say. The snow is coming. It's the middle of summer. He got arrested. Andre gonna get arrested before Sunny? She over there. And I don't know where the hell she is, to be honest. People want to have updates. They want more updates. Rose Miller has commented that she left Atos. She's an influencer girl. Atos is deeply disturbed, standing by the victims, but is not able to share further details. We'll wait for more news, basically. Rafael Guedes has left the team as well as Murasaki. So I guess that Rose girl is probably the most well-known person we've heard that actually talked about it. So, you know, Craig, bro. Oh, Craig got arrested. Oh, Craig. Yeah, Craig. I wish I could do that kind of stuff, but, you know, my family might be worried if they saw me trying to do the Craig Jones marketing. Oh, Alec, are you okay? You got arrested? I got my family. You got a lot of older people in my family. They might pass out. Here, I got arrested. Someone says, I trained with Andre for 3 years back in 2011 to 2014. The gym was much smaller, and he hadn't turned into an empire yet. But at the time, there was never any indication from me or others of this happening. Here's somebody bringing up Lloyd Irvin again. When the Lloyd guys left and came to Atos, it was a similar situation. A lot of pros leave to get ahead of it. I left the team back in 2019 when I grew tired of being milked as an affiliate at every turn. Still, though, kind of surreal if these allegations are there. People saying I didn't get the impression that there was predator behavior happening, but I ended up leaving the gym because Professor called me a Creonchi for dropping in at another gym. It says originally, they're talking about the price too. Craig Jones didn't steal none of the prize money. He got locked up in Honda. Hey, Craig make money though. That Honda probably costs a lot in Australia. What did somebody bring a Ratinho for? Ratinho, he was from Texas too. Ratinho, wasn't he from Texas? LL Snap. He was from JD Shelley too, huh? Otavio, I believe he was an Alliance guy at some point. Otavio Colto. You know what? He was one of the guys that got Teta training. Did you guys know that? He was one of the guys. He passed away. I think he fell while vacationing. He was on a trip in Europe and fell somehow. He fell and I think he hit his head or something and fell into some water, something like that. Crazy story. The reason they brought him up, I guess they switched over to him. Nothing serious over here. People calling out his brother, who I had a good story about, but a lot of them Dream Art and Alliance people ran over there now. Look at them running away. Yeah, they run to the next gym. They're not about to pull up to practice in Lamborghinis no more. Who? At Dream Art or Alliance? Oh, they were doing that? No, they were pulling up in nice cars like that. Someone says steroids plus performative religious is an undefeated combo. Someone says, what should all the Atos affiliates around the world do? Probably carefully monitor the situation as it's unfolding. Yes, kind of true. If you're affiliated with them, AOJ, oh, yo, AOJ, they be pulled, yeah, with the Lamborghini, the Porsche, Atos at Atos. I was wondering how all these guys got money. I still don't know how all these guys. They be driving nicer cars than LL Snap. Ratinho was Brasa Masters. He might have. I think he was Alliance and then switched over to Brasa. Back during the split. But he definitely was one of the guys that was got Teta Day into training. PPP loans. You think so? LL Snap you might be right about all this stuff. They spent all that. How much PPP money did they get though? Someone says, how many gyms has Keenan left that turned out to be sex pest? He never left over those allegations either. It was all about his own BJJ. It's hard to believe this as Andre is a devout Christian. I mean, have you never been around him? Someone says, where are you seeing this crazy news? Yeah, I mean, anything can happen. You keep your eye on everybody, bro. I mean, that's basic stuff. Keep your eye on everybody. This post had been around for a minute. The guys that left Lloyd's were complaining about Lloyd's before they left. Oh, were they? I didn't know that. It's not a real sport. Credit card scams. You think they doing that? Who they scamming? Their students? Who they scamming over there? read some of this stuff. So this post was around a couple of days ago, and it had about 10 comments on it. I'm about to tap out in a little bit, guys. I'm tired. But we're monitoring this with the Ninja News. We're no longer the Alec News Network. We're the Ninja News Network. If you're from outside the country. Oh, credit card scams from outside the country. Oh, you think they're scamming people outside the country? Yeah, LO Snap, he's got his intel. Says, unfortunately, I think we read this already. This has been confirmed to me by multiple female black belts that used to train at Atos. A ton of high-level people left, and why this isn't getting more attention or bigger forums is what's wrong with the sport. That's why we do judo. Says, just the way it is, unfortunately. This is why there are very few high-level jiu-jitsu people I follow anymore. Look at Cyborg. He's a POS, yet people still worship the floor he walks on. Says, it always upsets me when he goes on morality speeches afterwards like he's a role model or saint, and then my friends defend him and deny any allegations made against him. Purely hypothetical worship, the literal ground some of these guys stand on. Someone said, who's the female black belt? Well, you had the one girl that went out. Uh-oh. And hopefully, I don't want them suing me, but maybe get the CNN logo with the yeah, we'll see what we can do. It says you get an EIN number, which I guess businesses get, and you can get anything with that because the banks think foreigners pay. Oh, wow. Okay. Shoot. Let me get my EIN. I think I used to have an EIN number back when I had a, what is that called? C Corp? Not C Corp. What am I thinking of? What's the thing I'm thinking of? I can't remember now. BJ black belts are known for their moral speeches. Yeah. What's the LLC? Yeah, LLC. I used to have an LLC and I had the EIN. Maybe I should get another one. Says Andy Murasaki's gone. Rafael Guedes is gone. Rafael Silveira is gone. Alexa Hurst is gone. Front desk receptionists are gone. One being the Galval's niece. Oh, uh-oh. Nobody has come out and said anything publicly yet. Due to the sensitive nature of all of this, it's been about 2 days. As an Atos member, it's all true. So it says Hurst is just at Euros repping Atos though. Well, the thing is, you can't change your affiliation. You should, so they can't sue you. Who? Oh, EIN? Oh, the LLC. Yeah, I need to get one. They're gonna hit me with defamation. Defamation is hard to prove. So it's hard to change your affiliation when you already signed up for the tournament. They don't let you change nothing after you do the tournament. You can change your association and stuff like that. But when you already registered, they're gonna have you listed under Atos. So it says Fionn Davies used to rep Atos when she trained at JT Torres. Well, she didn't know nothing about these people. Rafael Guedes left Atos because she is afraid of the ice. Oh. She left Atos because she is afraid of ice. Oh, LO Snap, don't send ice at her. That is operating every day in San Diego, and she is illegal in the country. That was the comment I heard among your teammates. Oh, okay. Be careful, girl. Some of these people can't come out because they're illegal. You're gonna come out, and ice gonna pull up in the black SUV. Someone says, yeah, there's an exodus happening at the gym right now. Not only the competitors, but also students are leaving. They will say it's because the price increase. I think we read this already. But most of us are joining other gyms with similar or higher fees, so that's not it. I read that already, yeah. I heard the same accusations related to the juvenile athlete because it was during class. Okay, we read that. I'm not going to read that again. We need background checks at the door at every gym. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, we do. People think Mika Gabal. No, Andre Gabal. Says local to San Diego area and know a lot of Atos folks, have had people ask about my gym's price due to leaving Atos, and have also talked to someone who was able to confirm statements on OP's posts. Women, especially our young athletes, should always be supported and believed when they come forward about someone in a position of power harming them. And I hope they see they are supported and believed. Most people in this sport will vilify you if you come out and say anything. It's our responsibility as members of this community to want it to be a safe, secure place for everyone. No, we were supposed to open up a gym in Houston. Are you going to train with them now? Is Tony going to partner with them? Tell him to give me my $10 back, LL Snap. I'm still salty. I want my $10 back from him. I don't want my $10 from nobody else. I want to say Roberto Jimenez gives you $10. He's taking all that money that was for his his hamstring. He gonna make a school? I'm upset, bro. He fleeced us, bro. We got fleeced, bro. I want my tell Roberto to give me my $10. Or I'm gonna kick him in his hamstring. Give me $10, let me kick you in the hamstring. What's it gonna be, Roberto? What's it gonna be? I want my $10, bro. I donated. I was like, man, we gotta help Roberto. I'm doing a post. And he used that money to make a gym. No, that money was for your hamstring. And that surgery cost $12. That surgery cost him $12. That man profited. That's messed up. I gotta come on here and stream. I don't know how many hours a week I be streaming. I gotta come out here, stream, and make Ninja News Network t-shirts to make that kind of money. I gotta actually sit here and talk my voice. I'd be sick. Sick, and throat be messed up. I gotta sit here and stream. People complain I eat an orange. I'm upset. And God forbid, that's the real PPP loan. Yeah, God forbid I tear my hamstring. I bet you I won't get $5. LL Snap said he'll give me $50. I'm not gonna get what Roberto got. If I get injured, that's it. Good luck. Roberto get injured, we all like, we did a whole episode on Roberto. Remember we watched the Flow Grappling documentary? I made a video. I posted on social media. Hey guys, go give Roberto money. And now I look like a fool. And LL Snap donated some real big money too. he got a refund though. Yo, LL Snap said, "Yo, give me my money back." That man said, "Give me my money back," and they did. Shout out to LL Snap. He said, "Yo, give me my money back." See, but listen, now we don't want to help people as much because of people like that. People like Roberto. Roberto, you made us not want to give no more money, bro. What really grinds your gears? I don't know. Tell me. I just want my money back. I'm tired of getting fleeced. People that fleece me grinds my gears. There's really not much we can say. We're gonna keep you guys updated until the victims come out and speak out. It's tough. There was one high-profile girl that did speak out, the influencer girl. Now Rosie something. I don't know her name. You guys probably seen her on social media though. So that is, I would say that's proof. Is that not proof that something's happening? The Gracies grind your gear. Yeah, LL Snap will take out the Gracies if you see him. Now LL Snap got to teach at Roberto's school, so he's gonna be even more upset. As soon as Tony says, "Hey, let's go to Roberto's school," LL Snap gonna have to go over there now. So I don't know what else to say, man. We'll keep you guys updated. Oh shoot, here's a good one. It says not to mention the number of untested. Oh, can't read that. Says there have been many high-profile cases in the community. Hermes Franca, remember him? He was a good fighter. I used to like him as a fighter. They threw Lloyd Irvin on there. He was acquitted. We'll say that. Isaac Michel, he's still on the run. De La Hiva, Nothing ever happened to De La Hiva. Remember when Claudia Duvall? Remember she said De La Hiva did stuff to her? What happened to De La Hiva? We were supposed to change De La Hiva, the technique name, but we didn't change it. If she has OnlyFans, it don't matter. Nah, but still, no, don't say that, LL Snap. So yeah, they need to stop with Lloyd. Yeah, well, he was acquitted. Wasn't he acquitted? Yeah. Now he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. So, that's why I always tell you guys, make good decisions, stay out of trouble. I always say that. Don't I always say that at the end of the live stream? Hey guys, be safe out there, stay healthy, don't make good decisions, stay out of I always say that. Because you could end up in those bad situations. Have me covering you on the Ninja News Network. Says it happened to John Jack. John Jack, they got you too? Says that's what they do. Nobody says anything. All because, John Jack, they throw your name under there too. Even his main guys knew and yet stand with him. He's done so much to many women there and they leave. Look at their academy. It's all old men and not many women. There are a lot of gyms. I plead the fifth, but there are a lot of gyms where these coaches ran through all the girls. I know people like this. Usually it was with consent, but that's a bad look when the coach going through all the girls, all the students, all the moms. Ain't leaving nothing for nobody. I'm joking. Bad joke. He was black in the wrong place. Yeah, that's true. Somebody's bringing up Nicholas Walker. Yeah, that guy was trained at Cobrinhas. Cobrinha got rid of that guy quick. He was grooming an underage student. Yeah. Says he only got 2.5 years in prison and he's been doing whatever he was doing to that student for a while. Oh yeah, I remember that guy too. They throwing John Jack over here too. I was gonna do a video on him. I might still. If I can't do no video on, listen, most of these guys are predators. So let me do my video. Hermes color belts had to start back to white. Oh dang! Didn't he move to Brazil and start teaching kids or something? I don't want to read about John Jack. I'm too tired. Yeah. Watch everybody. Watch everybody. Watch the students. Watch the coaches. Watch everybody. Just watch everybody. That's all I can say. Watch everybody. And communicate with your kids. Let me find the link for the video. I know you guys probably never watched this video, but I did a video with the lady I did my training with. The school he was at stripped the students or stripped him of his belt. Let me see if I can find this one. My voice about to go, bro. I'm tired. Dun, dun, dun. We'll see if we can find it. I did a whole video on this. That kind of irks me because I do this stuff. I haven't seen. Let me know when you find another jiu-jitsu, the students, okay. Let me know when you find another jiu-jitsu black belt doing videos where they talk about sexual abuse and how to protect students. Has anybody else put anything else out? Let me know when somebody puts something out. Espinosa lost to when was that? I didn't see that match. We gotta watch that later. Not today. I'm tired. Show up to the gym, a brown belt, leave as a white belt. I've seen people demote themselves. Actually, I've seen people demote themselves. Let's see if we can find it. Here we go. I did a whole podcast. Says the topic that nobody wants to talk about in the martial arts community. We'll watch a little bit. The Ninja News Network. The Ninja News Network tries to protect you guys. I had the long hair back then. Shout out to Miss Kim. Now, Miss Kim, you look good. Respectfully. Hey, yo, the Ninja News Network. Part of we full of goons over here. But if you guys want to check that out, it was a good video. I think we had the. Look, what do we put on there? Look at the links I put on there. What links did Alec put on there? Get back over there. Wee. What links did Alec put on there? Actionable steps for academy owners. Background checks on instructors, especially working with kids and owners. Hey, we're getting back to the bad boy phase. What? Let this hair get a little bit longer. Hello, snap. Ooh, about the bad boy phase part 2. Background checks on instructors. Background checks on everybody, really. Safeguard training. BJJSafeguard.com. Did you know there's a BJJSafeguard.com? Did you guys not know that? We'll click on that. I forgot about that, to be honest. There's a SafeSport.org. That's what you guys need to do. When you join USA Wrestling, USA Judo, IBJF has a program for Safe Sport, but it's when you paying for your certification. We're trying to get braced this time. Darkness to Light, that's the actual training that I took. And the last actionable step was develop and post sexual abuse policy. Most gyms don't have a sexual abuse policy. They don't got nothing on the wall, no rules. They got nothing. Post what to do. Okay, where's the code of conduct? They need an app for people to check in. Oh wow, yeah, whatever works. And policies such as no one-on-one lessons and communications with parents and kids. So if you guys want to watch that, I did all of this hour-long editing and video, bro. You know I used to do all this stuff. So hopefully this can help somebody. Oh, let me click on that BJJ Safe Sport. We need that right now. BJJ Safeguard. Oh, it went down? No. The video is a little bit older. 2021. That's about 5 years ago. I guess BJJ Safeguard went down. All right, man, I'm done, bro. Not to get anybody upset or anything with these topics, you know. Hey, if people didn't get in trouble, I could just cover good topics all the time, man. But it's important that we cover this stuff, you know, for the news and educate you people. You know, speak out. If you see something, speak out. If you have an app run a background check once a week, just in case, wow, that would be pretty cool. Yeah. Have a pick and an address. Okay, yeah, something would be cool. Right now we don't have anything, so Mush said, you know, making the sport state sanctioned would help a lot. So right now, IBJJF, I took one of the J's off of there. IBJF, they don't have this. They're a private company. They don't. I'm not gonna say they don't care, but it costs money, so they're probably not gonna invest in that. So that's all I can say. We've been talking about Galval. The only person that really came out was this girl named Rosie. She actually did say something. I don't know if I should find it again or not. Oh, here it is. Let me show it one more time so people that jump in late when I'm about to sign off can see. She was at Atos. She got a black belt. She got 125K followers. You know, she does social media stuff, you know. I don't know who she is, but she trained at Atos. She took the Atos off her thing. But she did do a post. Now, she didn't link that post anywhere on her and on her page over here, though. Thank you, Rosie. But I think Train Angry had it listed somewhere. Mika on child support. Oh yeah, we have not seen Mika. We're gonna look for him later. We're gonna look for Mika. I haven't seen Mika nowhere. Where Mika been? He on child support? Either ICE or child support's going to catch him.
Another famous black belt instructor being accused of sexual misconduct with their minor students. I don't know about you guys, but I am absolutely fucking sick and disgusted of this shit. I'm so tired of it. These people, they get into a position where they get their black belt, they become an instructor, and they become so distorted with reality. They think they can just do whatever the fuck they want. They think they're fucking kings. If you are a black belt, and if you are an instructor at an academy with a lot of students, it is your job to be more morally upstanding than the average person. And instead, you are absolutely taking advantage of your position. And I just work with these kids every day, and I look at these kids. How can you take advantage of these kids like this? It is absolutely fucking disgusting. So many of you jiu-jitsu guys preach about Jesus Christ and looking up to Jesus Christ for when you go compete. But then when it comes to the day-to-day stuff, you don't give a fuck about Jesus.
Yeah, they don't care. Which was the one? That's Danny Choppa's new girl. I'm trying to look for the Rosie girl. I don't see her post just yet. It was somewhere. I don't see it now. I'm too tired to look for it. Check out the Rosie girl. She did make a post. I can't find it. It's somewhere. I'm too tired. All right, man. That's it, man. Will Mika, you think it's not his? Who knows? Maybe LL snaps the pappy. Maybe LL snapped the pappy. I'm the pappy. It is sad, but listen, we're gonna stay up. We're not gonna let this defeat us, put us down. We still in January. Plead the fifth. I need somebody to donate $5 because I put up the fifth thing on there for my alert. But that's fine. We'll wait for Belay to get in here. That's it, man. We'll figure out what's going on with Mika. Oh, my throat hurts. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy over here. I ain't giving up as much as I was made. These fools gotta take me out. Okay. Oh, mad. Danny Chopper be ready. We gotta take Danny Chopper to Houston to calm down. He ready to crash out. Like I said, we ain't gonna let nobody get us down. We ain't gonna let nobody get us down. It is a sad situation, but we gotta stay strong over here, man. This the Alec News Network, formerly the Alec News Network, aka the Ninja News Network. We ninjas over here. We gotta stay strong. We ninjas over here. We're gonna send Danny Chopper over there and forget about him for a couple years, and he's gonna come back a real man. But that's it, man. We ain't gonna let none of these people get us down. I don't care who we piss off. We can piss off Galval. Go ahead, Galval. Piss him off. That's fine. Craig showed me the more he pissed people off, the more they love him. So it hasn't been working so far with me. I've been pissing people off. They really, really, really do hate us over here at the Ninja News Network. So this is a different kind of hate. They got a real hate in their heart. Craig, they love Craig Jones. Over here, they hate us, but it's okay. We report the news, and we try to add a little bit of jiu-jitsu and judo and wrestling in there too. The 3 ends, yeah. The Ninja News Network. We're gonna work on that some more. All right, man. That's it, man. I'm done. I'm tired. I'll see you guys later. I think there's UFC. I probably will not be watching that. I don't feel good. But we'll be back Monday with more updates, and we're gonna figure out where Mika Galval is. Where is that man? I have not seen him. That postpartum got him. Postpartum got his ass. All right, brothers and sisters and haters and supporters. We'll see you guys later. Good night. Stay out of trouble. Be safe. Who else telling you that stuff, man? I ain't never heard Gordon Ryan tell you guys be safe, take care of yourself. Gordon Ryan he wouldn't be on here talking to nobody. But on the Ninja News Network, we do. All right, that's it. I'm done. Dun, 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 the Ninja News Network. Thanks for watching the Ninja News Network. I gotta get that set up for us.